darling, this weekend boyfriend of yours is probably having 5 other girlfriends waiting in the line. I don't cook, I don't clean. Life with rules of my lovelies, inspiring you to live an empowered life. So today, like you had, I don't cook, I don't clean. We're going to be talking about, do men marry out of love, or do they actually just marry because they are ready? So this is something that I would like to talk about today, and I've wanted to talk about for some time. There's so many cliches out there about dating and relationships and how long you should date before you get married. And I wanted to help our ladies out there. One thing you should really get clear in your mind is, men do not marry out of love. They do marry because they are ready. So whether a man marries you or not has nothing to do with you, how beautiful you are, how hardworking you are, how wife material you are, like it's commonly put out there. It's all about the timing. Before we go on, please don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And for all the recurring members, of course, we appreciate you. You are the reason we are here. My lovelies. So let's dive right in. My question is, for the men out there, I'm definitely waiting for your insight in the comments. And for the women, what's your take on this? For me, my take is, I do believe men, yes, men love. It's not that they don't love, but most of the time, men will only marry you because you came into their life at the right time. You came into their life when they're ready to settle. You came into their life when they're probably ready to have kids, or even their parents are pressuring them to finally get married. We've had situations where men have gotten married because it helps them in their career, like if he's in a high position and maybe someone is considered more responsible and respected because he has a family and a wife. So, not to make you very pessimistic about marriage, but those are facts. Men always do things just because they are right and the right timing, but not so like for us women, because women we marry mostly out of love. Like, oh my God, I love him so much. I would love to have his kids. I'd like to spend the rest of my life with him. Men see things differently. They might love you so much, but you probably might never be the woman they marry most of the time. I'm sure you've experienced something like that. Um, so you're probably asking, so what should I do? How do I date someone when he's actually not planning to marry me? Well, that is not something you can influence per se, but my advice would be, once you start dating someone, be clear about your intentions. Talk to him about the future. Ask him, what are your plans? Is that a guarantee that he's going to marry you? No, but at least it gives you a perspective. Someone can only lie for so long. So right from the word go, make your intentions clear. Maybe what your time plan is. As you all know, for us ladies, if you want to have kids, unfortunately, our time is always limited. Leave alone the scientific developments that we have now that offer us the opportunity to have kids even in our late years. But realistically, it's always limited. So make all that clear. If you want to have a family, make that clear to him. If your intention is to get married the next 5 years, make that clear to him. And the way they respond will let you know exactly what awaits you. And that will help you make that decision, to be honest. Oh my God, I'm so in love with my hair. Let me first flip it, show it off. Yes, going on. Like I said, set your timelines. If you're in a long distance relationship, when we move in together, set a timeline. When do I want to have kids? When do I want to settle? And make it very clear. But if you're going to date him and hope and think that, well, he loves me, well, he treats me well, well, everything seems rosy, that means he's going to marry me. You're in for a shocker. You're in for a big disappointment. And be honest with me, I'm very sure many people have experienced that, because that's where I get my topic actually from. Make your intentions and expectations clear. And talking of expectations, do not compromise about things you don't feel comfortable about. If you make your intentions clear, if you make your timeline clear, and he's like playing around or saying, oh, we'll see, you're wasting your time. Don't play around. And like I said, we've had situations where people are like, oh my God, he was dating this person for the last 5 years, but then left her, never married her, never put a ring on it, met some random girl 2 months down the road and he married her. And you always ask yourself, why not me? Well, Men get married again, like I said, not out of love, but because they're ready. So probably by the time he separated with you and met the other girl, he was just ready to settle down. It has nothing to do with you. Don't beat yourself up and think, oh, maybe I wasn't attractive enough, maybe I wasn't good enough, maybe I could have done more. There's nothing you could have done. It's all about the timing. Sounds really disappointing, but those are the realities. Then we talking about your values, because you might even be dating someone that is not really into marriage. There's some men, especially in this generation, who will marry in their late 50s, 60s, not because they really believe in marriage, but because they're looking for someone to take care of them when they age. They're looking for a caregiver. So that's something you also have to keep in mind. Again, brings us back to timing. Men don't marry out of love. They marry because they are ready. For whatever reasons they are that have made them ready, that's why they get married. Not because they are desperately in love with you. I don't believe that. And again, disclaimer, I'll explain that at the end before you all come at me and be like, yo, but we also have feelings. Yo, we also fall in love. I do know that. But be honest to the women in your lives and all your exes. Do you really marry out of love? Or do you marry because the puzzles are fitting, because the puzzles are falling in place? And yeah, it is convenient. And yeah, it is good for my career. Oh, finally, I could have someone cook for me. Oh, yeah, you tell us, be honest. So for the ladies, don't bend yourself backwards and forwards. Don't flip. I won't use that word. Don't go to the to the end of the world just because you want to impress him, because it still won't make him marry you. So, like I say, if you're in the relationship, live in the moment, enjoy it. Don't give more than you're receiving. But if your intention and focus is to get married, don't even waste your time trying to do way too much. Like I said, bend yourself forwards and backwards, cooking and cleaning. And that's why I like that song of I don't cook, I don't clean, doing way too much, hoping to impress him so he marries you. Don't do that. If you feel like doing it, yes. And now let's get back to the weekend girlfriends. Yes, I'm also a weekend girlfriend. Weekend girlfriends, come on. Tone it down a notch. I mean, I don't understand how you can go visit your boyfriend and you think for the 2 days you're visiting him, you're going to clean up his whole house, you're going to wash his clothes, iron them, play the perfect housewife. Darling, this weekend boyfriend of yours is probably having 5 other girlfriends waiting in the line. Let them do the cleaning. Don't do that. Let them do that. No, but honestly, what I'm trying to say, and it's so common on social media, I always see those jokes like of, oh, today is a Friday, the weekend girlfriend is getting all ready to go clean up her boyfriend's house. Don't do that. Go have a good time with him. Go have fun. Let him take you out. Let him court you. Let him date you. Why should you go to his place to clean? Don't do that. I mean, how is someone going to buy the whole cow if he's already getting the milk for free? Sounds brutal, but it's the truth. Why bend yourself back and forward and all that to impress a man and think he will marry you? No, it doesn't make him marry you. If he wants to marry you, he will. You don't have to actually clean his house. And you might do all that work, clean his house, do his laundry, cook for him. Oh my God, drive yourself insane for just 3 days to impress him. And guess what, darling? He'll marry one of the 6 girlfriends that he's currently dating who doesn't even do anything. Mm-hmm. You heard it, yes. He's probably dating 5 other girlfriends and you're the 6th, yeah? So you come on Friday, you do the cleaning, the cooking, bend yourself backward, and then the 4th girlfriend that does nothing other than give out his money and have a good time, she's the girl he's going to marry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope that gives you something to think. So if you're in a relationship, enjoy it. Give, but also make sure you receive. And turn it a notch down. Don't give him all the milk if he's not buying the cow. Well, that's what I believe. Come for me. Let's talk. It's a conversation. It's a dialogue. So, oh my God. I could be wrong. I'm not a man. I could be wrong. So that's why I'm doing this video. The men, come out in the comments and let us know what your perspective. Give us an insight. Let us get into your head and get to understand you well. As usual, it's difficult, so help us. Let us get to understand you. I'm giving you the opportunity to explain yourselves. So guys, I'm about to end this video. My tips for you is, don't give more than you're getting. Yes, love is a give and take. Yes, love is a two-way. So make sure as you're giving out, make sure your cup is also getting filled. Don't overdo it. Don't do more than you should be doing, okay? Until he puts a ring on it, just be the girlfriend. Just enjoy the time, enjoy the relationship, enjoy the moment. Don't try to build a home that is not yours. Actually, that's the right word. Don't try to build a home that is not yours. Don't try to clean up and hustle and all do the work for a house where he brings five other girls. So turn it a notch down. Live in the moment. Enjoy. Let him date you. Let him court you. Okay? If he needs someone to clean, let him engage a cleaning service. If he needs a cook, let him date a chef. Okay? He doesn't have to make you do all that. And if the two of you are meant to be, he's still going to marry you without having to turn your world upside down trying to impress him. And that's how relationships should be. You shouldn't have to work so hard to impress someone. If you are meant to be, it will be. Okay, so live in the moment, enjoy it. Men, like I said, please offer us an insight. Help a sister here, help a sister out there. What's your take on this? Do you marry out of love, or do you marry just because you're ready? Until next time, my lovely is here to inspire, uplift, and empower you. Bye.